Well, what I do is I have a transformation clinic, which is a good old-fashioned gym, and I help people who have been in shape before get back on track. I help kids, I help doctors, I help people that are former athletes get back in shape, and that's what I love doing. So at my transformation center, you see before and after pictures of people from all walks of life. I'm getting re-educated in the bench press today. Sometimes you get stuck in the same old form, and I'm trying to get my strength back up. I'm 50 years old now. I'm doing, I want to get 300 pounds for good clean reps, and today Mark has taken me through some coaching, and I'm gonna tell you, you can't get a better coach than Mark Bell for bench press. Strongest man that I've ever seen.
We normally bench press twice a week. One day is a little bit lighter, and one day is focused on going a little heavier.
Monday, Thursday?
Something along those lines. Yeah, we go Thursday and Sunday. Yep.
Okay. How many sets am I going to do when I...
So you do, we'll do 3 reps. We'll kind of work our way towards something kind of heavy for today.
So just start with 3 reps here?
Yep. All right, there's already a bunch of stuff we need to clean up here. So rule number 1, I'll have Mike set up just because he moves a little bit better than me. First thing you were doing is you were elevating your heel, and you had your legs like this, okay?
Right.
What that does is that makes all this flat in here, okay? We want your chest to be up whenever it comes to whether it's a bench, a squat, or deadlift. You always want the rib cage to be up at least a little bit in order to maintain position throughout the entire range of motion. So here, he went with his heels down, his knee is lower than his hip, and what that does, it provides stability through here. And the entire time he's on the bench, he's actually trying to push himself towards the wall.
Okay.
And that's why these benches are kind of designed with the specific intention of being a little bit grippy and a little bit soft, so you can really push in.
Right.
He's got his shoulders locked in here, and again, keeping that rib cage up. So when he unracks the bar, he's not going to unravel any of that. He's going to still stay in that tight position there. He's just going to do a couple of reps. Elbows are coming in towards the side, and he's pushing the weight back up.
Right. I've seen you lift your head up.
Yeah.
Heavy lifts.
Yeah, I lift my head up and I kind of throw the weight. It's just a sort of a way that I kind of develop, but you still want to try to you still want to try to keep that positioning.
I want to see you do 405 for that reps. I've never seen that. I've seen that for years.
I could probably do that if you really want me to.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
So again, trying to get the chest up, and even though like my hips aren't, I'm not really warmed up or anything, so it's going to take me a minute to get in position. But still want to try to drive the heel towards the ground. I'm still trying to push a lot of my energy this way. Sometimes through my warm-ups, I'll just go with a thumbless grip just because it kind of bugs my wrist a little bit to have my thumbs on the bar. So I'm here, take the weight down into here, the elbows are in tight to the body.
Right.
If the elbows are out, what's going to happen is you're going to have a lot of stress on your pecs, on your shoulders, and then when you get stuck, you're kind of just stuck in this range of motion where there's nowhere to go.
Right.
But when you're here like this and your elbows are tucked in towards your side, as you go to press up, you can flare your elbows out and still finish the lift.
Right. So I'm
It's always roll the bar forward to the front of the rack. That way we make sure we don't hit it. Okay.
And feet flat.
That looks good. Yep.
Okay. Then I'm up. And
Yep.
I'm coming down here.
That looks better already. Yep.
So I'm towards here.
Yep.
Driving it back.
You want to get that tension through your back, so you want to pull, almost like pull the weight into you a little bit.
Pull the weight in.
Yep, there you go, good. That's going to take a lot of stress off your shoulders too.
And back.
Good. This is some product placement right here, but the reason why I want to show this to you is because this is how it should feel when you're actually bench pressing. So if done correctly, when you bring the weights down, you should build up so much tension through your back that you feel like you're ready to really launch the weight. And so as you're coming down, even without the slingshot on, you should be kind of pulling with your lats,
Right.
and almost doing a little bit of like almost like a rowing motion. And when you get close to your chest, you should kind of feel like you're gonna launch the weight explosively and aggressively. So just throw this on just to get a little feel for that, how it should feel in the upper back. This goes up over the elbows there.
Okay. So I want it right on the...
Yeah, right there, yep.
So when I'm coming down, I want to feel it.
Pull it slow.
Right there.
Hey, you feel all that tension? Keep the chest up.
Down.
Yep, keep the chest up. And that's the way you should feel on the bench. Because you want that range of motion to be short and efficient.
Okay, once I get down here, I want...
And if you flatten out or get like this,
Yeah.
you're gonna put a lot of stress on the shoulder. You're not gonna have, you're not gonna have your lats, your triceps, your pecs. Not everything's not gonna be as engaged and involved.
Okay.
Let's have you try it without the slingshot on.
Yeah, let me try that. All right. Sorry, I got some on the floor.
Don't worry about it.
I'll pay the maids.
Yeah.
Okay, where should I grip it?
Where you have it is a good grip. I usually just tell people to kind of go where they're comfortable.
Right.
But before we start, that move you're doing right there is good, but we
Yeah.
need a little bit more of that. So pick your body up and really bring your shoulder. Yeah, there you go. Bring your shoulders underneath you.
Okay.
And your shoulders should stay here the whole time. They should never come forward. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, up.
Up.
Right in there, chest up the whole time. There you go. Good. 2. Let's do one more. Good. That already looks like a huge improvement from the
Yeah, I can feel it.
135.
I gotta get stronger, man. I gotta get stronger.
So again, like for myself, I like to get myself real flat on the bench at first, just so I can feel what's sort of the wrong way to bench. So right now I'm totally flat on the bench, and now I'm gonna pull myself in a position. And a lot of times, in the case of the deadlift and the bench press, we utilize the barbell to pull ourselves into position. Even sometimes in the squat too, you're gonna use the bar to kind of wedge yourself into proper position before you start the squat. Same thing here with the bench. So I'm just gonna pick my upper body up, and I'm gonna make sure that my lower body doesn't move a whole lot. I'm just gonna try to tuck my shoulder blades into my back pocket. And then now, I'm gonna drive, I'm gonna flex my quads, and I'm gonna try to push that way throughout the entire range of motion.
A machine.
And each time you press, you want to try to,
Breathe out.
you always want to try to press as hard as you possibly can each time.
So don't just use.
But still
what
be
I
in
need.
control, you know?
So don't just use what I need for this given weight. Just keep trying to go back swing.
Yeah, you know, the Dr. Fred Hatfield used to talk about, you know, compensatory acceleration, basically the idea of just pressing as fast as you possibly can.
Right.
With any amount of weight, whether it's heavy or whether it's light.
Right.
Try to produce the most amount of force.
What should I do next?
Let's do a 25.
275.
275.
This really feels great.
Yeah, isn't it cool?
Oh, you can tell, man. This is some serious. You can tell some serious lifting's been done in here, man.
Yeah.
You can just feel it. I like that.
What was your favorite place to train over the years? What?
The grungy place I used to train when I was a kid.
Yeah.
The gym, and it was almost just like this: power racks, big barbells, and no machines, except maybe one pulley machine.
Do you think like at that time that like fitness was smaller, and so there's like more of a concentrated effort? Like people had similar goals then, and now it's more scattered.
Yeah, it's just now it's you don't know where somebody is on the spectrum. They want to go for physique or bodybuilding or CrossFit is added to an element in there, which I mean I'm all for it, but I mean whatever gets somebody moving. But back then, you know, there was a culture.
Yeah.
You know, there was, you know, like you have here, there was a team culture.
So chest up, shoulders tucked in, looking a lot better already. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, up. There we go. Good. Let's do one more. Nice. Very good. Good job.
Getting a little heavy.
Yep.
But I can feel what you're saying is to try to get the lats out.
Yeah.
Moving. Try to get the lats involved.
Yeah, and once you start to learn it, especially with the lighter weights, you'll just start to feel it more and more.
Right.
It's the principle of you know, practicing it over and over again the right way is going to lead you to the quickest result.
Well, I'm gonna need this video to remind me how it's going.
Well, and also for your spank bank.
What's that?
Well, for those late lonely nights, you can watch us.
Oh, that's right.
Lifting and
We
sweating.
got the half-hour videos of.
That's right.
But now that I've seen it in person, now I'll be able to remember, use it for
I'm just going to
reminders.
go right up to 4 plates. Since you asked me to do 4 plates, I'll do it.
I want to see it.
Might as well just get right to it. Who cares? I got 2 packs, so I might as well blow one off.
I want to see this. Man, that's a lot of weight. And then you think 300 pounds more, or actually 340, 400 pounds more. You gotta be kidding me.
So, yeah, it's a testing ground for everything, really. Sort of why it's free, you know?
All right, let's see.
Oh, like 4.
I'll do 5 reps of this.
Alright, make it 6. Bill Phillips is here. Let's make it 7.
Come on, man.
Come on!
Let's go now.
Yep. There you go. Come on, 3.
Looking good.
Yep, 2. Up and back. Come on, last one, man. Go up and back.
Hey! For my next
One of
trick,
these days.
I'll need a young lady from the crowd.
This is where I'm going, man. Right here. Right by the time I'm 55.
Good.
Okay, I'm here to learn the science of getting stronger in a bench press. Taking tips from Mark Bell. I got to get stronger.
We still got to
Gotta
keep
get
that
stronger.
positioning now. Even though we got the slingshot on, we got to still keep the chest up.
Okay. So, okay. Here.
Yep. Have to scoot that way a little bit. You're a little crooked on the bench. There we go, right there. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Okay.
Pull those weights into you a little bit. There we go. Good. Good. Legs tight. Legs tight. Good. Okay, one more. Nice. It's
I
looking
like
good.
this, man. I like this. I like this already.
Yeah. That's looking good, and you had a good.
Yeah, but it changes your form. It
Bar path was good.
completely changes your form.
The weight was coming down here.
Yep. So
Hitting
up
the
here.
same. Yeah, hitting the same spot each time, and then it was just gradually gliding back a little bit.
Okay, so if I use this for my workouts both days a week, what should I do? Some regular sets and then some slingshot
Absolutely.
sets?
Yeah, you want to do a bunch of work without it, and we normally recommend to use it for 3 or 4 extra sets. You'll throw that on for. So
Okay.
if one time a week you're doing 3 sets of 10,
Right.
you'll do. We keep it simple. We'll just do 3 sets of 10 without it and 3 sets of 10 with it.
Okay.
On the day that we're doing heavier, maybe we're doing 3 sets of 3. We'll do 3 sets without it and 3 sets with it. 3 sets of 3 with it.
How much warm up do I need before I go with like 3 sets of 3?
A little bit individual, but if you're going heavy, if you're going heavy, it's important. It's important to make sure you just
Give yourself 15, 20 minutes.
give yourself time. Because you get hurt and you're reduced to nothing.
Yeah, I know. We're done.
If you bench press 300 pounds, how are you ever going to catch up to someone that benches 400 or 500 pounds? And the way that you can catch up is to do the work. So if you skip out on a lot of warm-ups, if you just go right to your heavy sets right away,
Right.
you're missing out on work. Remember in school, your math teacher would say, show me your work. How'd you get to this answer?
Right.
They don't want to just see that you got the right answer. They want to know how you got there.
Right.
Same thing is true with strength training. You have to show your work in order to get better. And so you'll have to do, in here, it doesn't matter how strong somebody is. We'll do the bar, we'll do 25 pounds, we'll do
Oh,
a plate.
really?
I mean,
Okay.
today we accelerated a little bit because I'm fired up.
Right.
But normally we take our time to get to the top sets.
Right.
If you can push and do some reps during your warm-up,
Right.
it may leave you in a slightly fatigued state for your heavier sets.
Right.
But it's training, and training is a process, and you're trying to always get yourself in better condition and
Right.
be at a higher level of strength. So even if you're doing sets of 8, sets of 6, and so on, I think it's important to kind of push that at least a little bit
Right.
in your warm-ups until you get to your final sets, even if you're doing sets of 1 or sets of 3.
Right.
Again, just to get yourself in better shape all the time and get yourself in better condition.
Right. Okay, I'm doing a 280, 275.
275 again, yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, up.
Okay.
Legs tight. There we go. Nice. One more. There you go.
Feels good.
You're getting a lot more work when you use the slingshot.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it really
You get
feels
a lot
like
more volume.
feels like it's going to correct my form too.
Yeah, and it's assisting you, but it's not doing everything for you. You did 275 for 2 without it,
Yeah.
and 275 for 3 with it. You know.
Right. I can. I'm going to do 315 once with that.
Okay.
I haven't done 315 on the bar for. That's my goal to do 315. I haven't done that since I was. I don't know, 35. 15 years.
Shaking her head over
So I'm
there.
going to do it with the slingshot on, and then I'm going to learn to do it on my own within a couple months. My biggest lift was I did 648-pound deadlift
Wow.
when I was 21.
We call that iron cred, like credibility, iron credibility. Tighter.
I had to start over at 185 pounds about a year ago.
Oh yeah.
About a year and a half ago I started.
Progress.
Yeah, progress, not prevention.
There we go.
I like this. I'm going to use this to get 315-pound bench press.
A little higher on this side.
Was it, so it's like a bench shirt, kind of, huh?
A
Yeah.
little bit, yeah.
I used to take 2 guys to get my bench shirt on. Okay, here goes.
No, Bill, here we go.
Oh, man. Okay.
You gotta keep that same form. Nothing's changing. Just move this way a little bit. This way. There we go. 1, 2, 3, up.
Okay.
There we go. I'll give it a good push. There we go, good.
One more.
Yep, might as well. Nice.
Hey, I got a feel for it.
Yeah.
I'm back, baby. I want to come here and train every week now, so I'm going to have to fly out to Sacramento again.
It's not that far of a flight, right?
No, I mean, for a bigger bench press, you got to understand the mindset, man.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the coaching.
Well, I like what you said on the podcast.
Yeah.
You said even when EAS was kind of at its pinnacle, you said first thing you checked was how many transformation photos came in.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. Rather than checking on, oh, let's see the sales.
Well, I knew we had figured out, or I had figured out at when I was doing EAS, is that the number of before and after pictures that we got, the number of successful people that sent in their kits, I said that always took care of the business aspect.
Yeah,
of
of course. Yeah.
So the focus was on get more successful people,
Right.
do better coaching, do better motivation,
Yeah.
do better challenges, and that everything else would take care of itself.
They end up being lifers too. They end up being excited about all the
Yeah.
products and everything else you have,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and that's all I got into it for to begin with, because I just wanted to be a coach. Are you going to go up to 500 then today? If you want.
We did that yesterday.
I would love to see 500. Very inspiring, motivating, unbelievable.
Goddamn, 2 days in a row.
That's motivation, man, right? Man, that guy is one strong son of a gun, and he's lean too. Lean, strong. Gee, many Christmas. And he's done 100. And he's done 100 podcasts.
Good to you.
Yeah.
Serious, I'm being 100% serious, you know?
That body
All the motivation
transformation-
over the years from, you know, you probably don't put yourself in the category of Arnold and some of those guys, but, you know, pumping iron and muscle media and
Your
the
generation.
books and movies and stuff.
Honestly-
man, all of this huge inspiration, a huge part of, you know, what I'm doing now. So appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, thanks, bud. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I never seen a 500 pounds go up so easy, though, man. What did it feel like?
I felt like nothing, really. That just feels like part of what I do, you know?
Jesus Christ. But it works a whole. I mean, it's a lot of energy.
Yeah, no, I got to get to a certain.
Yeah.
I can get hurt, you know.
Yeah.
I can get hurt if I don't get in the right
Yeah.
mindset. You know, got to get a little angry. You know?
When I started, I had $185 when I started my
a whole lot, huh?
publishing business. I had $185 that I made mowing lawns in the summer.
Yeah.
And I had this problem. I wanted to go to college and I didn't have tuition money, so I just started doing anything. Personal training, running ads, classified ads in magazines, teaching people what I knew. And then finally with EAS, the company was, doing $500,000 in sales a day.
Wow.
And the only thing that ever made that possible is I did what I loved doing,
Right.
and I made a business out of what I was passionate about and what I was excited about. And a tremendous excitement for strength and for building bodies and having fun with it. And I would just say, man, just whatever form, package that and give it to other people. Coaching videos, you're an inventor, and you're helping people succeed. So I'll help you promote it any way I can. And
that's fantastic, and it's really good timing because I have a Jacked and Tan book coming out probably in the next about 6 months or so.
Do you? Well, I'll help you promote the book too.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, but as soon as it isn't something that you're excited about, get out of it, move on to something else, because it won't work. You have so many people that get into business to make money, and I've never seen it work. I mean, not in the long term, sometimes short term, but do something that you're good at, and do something that you love, and let it just build a business around it.
I appreciate that because I get people from a lot of different angles saying, oh, maybe you should think about this or that, and I can immediately tell whether I'm into it or not. And if I'm not into it, I try not to do it.
Yeah.
I try to stay away from it.
Yeah. Well, you save yourself a lot of frustration, but you've got something special. I mean, that's why I came out here, is because I thought you were doing something cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, and you got something special, and that's what markets want.
Right.
That's what people want. There's not a lot of authentic, real strongmen in the market today. Everything's diluted. Somebody wants to bodybuild, somebody wants to do physique, somebody wants to do CrossFit. But what I recommend is, man, be strong. Barbells, dumbbells. It's anti-aging medicine at my age.
Right.
And it's confidence and strength.
And being strong all the way through on everything you do.
Yeah.
We always say strength is never weakness.
Yeah.
You're always better off being stronger than you are being weaker.
Yeah, no doubt. So you got something special, package it, sell it, and I'll help you all I can.
I appreciate that, and hopefully you learned a thing or two about bench pressing today, and hopefully I can carry over into some of your training in Colorado.
Yeah, I learned some keys today that I'm going to go home and practice. I'm coming back here with a 325-pound bench.
There you go.
In 3 months. I'm going to give myself 3 months. I'll be 51 in 3 months. I'm going to come back here and do, what did I say?
325.
325. That'll be more weight than I've lifted on a bench press in 17 years.
What's the most you ever bench pressed?
Unofficially, like 385 in the gym,
cool.
and contest 360.
Did you get in a competition with your brother a little bit with the training?
He was strong, man, on the bench press. He could rattle out 400 for like 3 or 4 reps.
Oh, wow.
And I could never get to
he wrote that increase your bench 50 pounds thing,
Yeah, he had the bigger shoulders, but I could deadlift 648 pounds and squat 600 pounds.
And came to those, you could talk trash there, but
I was leg heavy. Yeah. But I always wanted to get that bench back up and get back to what I really love, which was strength training, barbells, dumbbells. So cool. I'm on my way, man. I'm on my way back. 325 pounds when I'm 51 years old. You got to promise me you're going to be here to spot me when I come back.
Absolutely, I'll help you.
Okay, we got it on video, and I'm going to yell so loud. I'll bring my own music. I'm going to make a record.
We'll have a fucking Bruce Springsteen play live here.
That's funny. Bruce Springsteen's got the same birthday as me.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
That's the thing.